Hi, it's Karen with RT Systems. We're going to talk today about the Anytone DA-890 radio. And RT Systems released a couple of updates over the weekend and the beginning of this week. They affect the AM air section and how that's handled in the program. And they handle NXDN settings, especially the contact list. Handles that. And you notice NXDN is grayed out on my screen, and that is because I have not read from a radio that has NXDN in it. When I do, those will become active, and I'll show you all about those in a different video. Let's talk today about the AM air section. This is the grid that opens. AM FM, beware of this setting. I have had a half a dozen people in the last 2 weeks call me and ask me what that weird display on the front of the radio was. They had turned this on and didn't realize when it's on, and it's going to take up a part of your radio. So be ready for it. I would suggest that you set AM FM on a button so that you know when you turn it on the face of the radio. I'll show you that in a minute. AM can be in VFO or memory. That's normal VFO. Memories are right here. AM work zone for your zones here. FM is handled on a separate screen. AM offset, AM squelch, and step for when you're tuning in VFO. So I have frequencies entered. To enter a frequency, I can enter any frequency from 108 to 145. Just type in the frequency, type in the name. And what do we have here? A check puts it into zone 1. A second check, which changes the box to an X, tells it to scan while you are in zone 1. The check just means it is in the zone. The X means it is in the zone and in the scan group for that zone. A couple of things about scanning these. If you only have one thing set in the scan group, it doesn't scan. You need more than one channel in a zone set to scan for the scan function to work in that zone. Now, zone. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, all the way out to Zone 16, not very descriptive. How about we edit that? I can call them anything I want. And these are 16 characters. Tell it OK, and the headers change. Immediately let you know what's in which zone. A channel can be in no zones. If it's in no zone, you are not going to see it on the radio. It can be in all the zones. It can scan in a couple of the zones and not scan in the other ones, or it can just be in all the zones. It's up to you. Now, you may have quite a list, and you're entering them in down through here, and you realize that Hartsfield has a new frequency, and you want it organized in with your Hartsfield group. Right-click and insert. And now it's in Hartsfield. Something that's not checked is not in the zone. This apparently is a Lagrange. I want to organize. I'm going to cut and I'm going to paste. notice it brought the designations with it when I moved the channel. Make sure you OK and open it again and you have it back with all the changes. It's a computer. You want to be sure to give it a chance to save the work you've done. Now for the rest of the process, we're going to go to Settings, Radio Menu Settings, Key Functions. I want to key on the front of the radio for my AB switch so I can go from the top to the bottom. I want to key on my radio to do AM FM so it turns it on and off for me. I want to key on my radio for sub-channel switch because that turns on and off the second part of the display. And I want a key to start scanning. Long or short, wherever you want to put them, however you want to set them up so they're there for you to use. Close, apply changes, and close. You want to make these changes in an existing file with all your frequencies, your zones, your talk groups, your scan list, everything else about the radio, because when the air settings go to the radio, everything goes to the radio. I don't want you to lose all your regular memory channels just because you're setting up airband listening. Now you know a little more about that radio and about the programmer and how to take care of those lists and get those frequencies in there so you can be listening to your local airport. And I hope this helps. This is Karen. And remember, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. 73s.